wanna do. Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. Wanna run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Coach, just a stone's throw from here. The bikers and joggers, they're lighting the shores of Lake Michigan, and rightfully so. But we've got some football business to take care of at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go, set, 30 base.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Here we go.
Turn up, kill, turn
up.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10.
It's third and 10.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's third and 10.
Drop deep.
Throwing Jones. He finds McCoy. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
At their own 18-yard line.
Yellow. I'm on 80. Collect.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4 at the 24-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And able to find Dorsett. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level. Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well. And in this early round, the defense wins. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Let's go, boy, bring it.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Recon, 132 fighter.
Jones now on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
27 yards there, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
He's checking credit. Hey, 43, 15. Yellow. 10. Right side.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards the pickup there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you down.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Pollard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On third down, it's Pollard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up fourth down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On first down, Jones. This for his running back, McCoy. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
At the 35-yard line.
Okay, ready? 7. Watch the slants. Topper.
Switch. 36, 30.
On second and 11 now. Jones. He's got Burton here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now they'll run him with Cohen. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning. So maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Run for Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
This one into the hands of Burton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 7.
Go. Mike 7. Smoke.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go, baby.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
218, chopper. Hey, Echo.
7's a Mike. Mike 7.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Mike 7. Mike 7. All day. All day.
F5.
Back to throw. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McCoy. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Pilot. 64. Weak. Snap.
Here's Jones on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey!
Four there. Alert. 7's a Mike. Mike's
This is Cohen. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check.
Go.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll run with Pollard, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check nine. Ready to go. Ready.
First down, a run with Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Watch tight end.
80 weapon.
Five down. Stand up in.
Now it's Hines. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
50, plant. General West.
Brings up second and 9.
On second down, it's Hines. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Watch out.
Recon, 132 fighter. Right.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Come. Ready.
Throwing on second and 8. Jones. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to face a third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19 and an unlikely first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready up. You draw quarters. Cut. Let go.
Jones throwing on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here we go, here we go. 10 Lobo. Go, go.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 30. 80 weapon, 80 weapon.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners. who've had the receivers on lockdown.
On the ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Now a give, right side. It's Hines, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Here's Hines. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Nyheim Hines, 56 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Well, they had done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a 4-quarter game, right? It gets trite for us. It gets trite for the fans. This is exactly what they're talking about. What you did before was terrific, but will it stand up if you start giving up big plays as we saw there?
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Now Mahomes. He's got Smith here. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. It's a gain of 34. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Yellow. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Man out.
Complete. Smith has it. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
Touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Squeeze. Sit up. 25. Check 25.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Come on, D. Hey, Zoo. Let's go. 55. Come on.
Looking to throw. Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McCoy. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's a sneak with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Right. Come.
7, Mike, 7. Watch the slant.
They run with Hines. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Ready,
The
ready.
last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
And Mike.
7 to Mike. Mike 7.
Cut. Check, go.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Set, ready. 10-2 start.